Hello, my name is Ashish Udgave. I am working as assistant professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Yatra, Itselganji. I am welcome to all in the lecture of kinematics. In last video, we have covered problems on motion of rotation. Today, in video number 6, we are going to cover concept of relative velocity and problems on relative velocity. Relative velocity. In previous videos, we dealt with the motion of bodies with respect to stationary point on the earth. In this video, we shall consider the motion of a body as observed by a person who is also having some motion. When two trains move in parallel lines in the same direction and with the same speed, an observer in one of the train does not feel the motion of the other train. If one train moves a little faster, the observer feels a slight motion. If the two trains are moving in opposite direction, the observer feels that speed is very high. These are some common examples of relative motion. The motion of two bodies need not be always in parallel paths. They may be in any direction and in any space. However, in this video, we shall consider motion in only one plane. Motion on parallel paths in like direction. In this figure, let A be a body moving with a velocity of 60 kmph and B be another body moving on the same parallel path in the same direction as A with the same velocity of 60 kmph. Since both bodies are having the same velocity, the two bodies will be moving side by side and the observer at B feels that A is not at all moving. In other words, the relative velocity of A with respect to B is 0. If A is moving with a velocity of 70 kmph and B with 60 kmph, B feels that A is moving with a velocity of 10 kmph only. Thus, relative velocity of A with respect to B is the vector difference between the velocities of A and B. Motion on parallel path in opposite direction. In this figure, let A move with a velocity of 70 kmph in one direction and B with a 60 kmph in opposite direction on parallel paths as shown in figure. In this case, relative velocity observed will be 130 kmph, that is vector difference in two velocities, that is 70 minus 60 is equal to 130 kmph. Motion in a plane in any direction. In this figure, let A and B be two bodies moving in a plane but in different directions as shown in figure. A has a velocity of Va meter per second and B has a velocity of Vb in the directions as shown in figure A. In this case also, relative velocity of A with respect to B will be vector difference as shown in figure B. Thus, V of AB, that is relative velocity of A with respect to B, is equal to Va minus Vb, where V of A oblique B, that is be the relative velocity of A with respect to B, Va be the velocity of A and Vb be the velocity of B. The relative velocity, that is V of A oblique B, may be determined graphically as shown in figure or by the analytical method as follows. Step number 1, find the components of each velocity in any two mutually perpendicular directions, that is Vax, Vay, Vbx and Vby. Refer figure. Step number 2, find the differences in the component velocities in each direction to get components of relative velocities, that is Vrx and Vry. Vrx is nothing but horizontal component and Vry is nothing but vertical component. And step number 3, combine the components to get relative velocity. Therefore, horizontal component Vrx is equal to Vax minus Vbx and vertical component Vry is equal to Vay minus Vby. Therefore, relative velocity of A with respect to B is equal to Vr is equal to under root Vrx square plus Vry square, and tan of alpha is equal to Vry minus Vrx. Relative velocity and resultant velocity. If a body moving with a velocity v1 is acted upon by a force, the effect of which is to cause the velocity v2 to the body, then body moves with the relative resultant velocity of v. For example, a motor launch may be started with the velocity v1 across the river, but the river gives it a velocity v2 in the downstream direction. The combined effect of these two velocities is the resultant velocity as shown in figure. Vector diagram will give the resultant velocity. Any one of the method used in statics for finding resultant force can be used here also. The following differences in relative velocity and resultant velocity may be noted. Number 1. Relative velocity is the velocity of an object as observed from another moving object, whereas resultant velocity is the combined effect of two or more forces causing motion of a single body. And number 2, relative velocity of a body with respect to another moving body is obtained as vector difference of the velocities of two bodies, whereas resultant velocity is obtained as the vector addition of the velocities caused by different forces acting on the body. Relative distance. Let A and B be two objects moving with velocities VA and VB in a plane. Originally, let the object A be at point M and object B be at point N as shown in figure. Now we want to find the relative distance between A and B after a time interval of t. The following procedure may be adopted. Assume one of the objects stationary, say B is stationary at point N. Then move A with the relative velocity of Vr. It travels a distance of Vr into t in time interval of t in the direction of relative velocity. This position is shown by the point P. Now Np represents the relative distance between the objects A and B. Actually, B itself has moved by a distance Vb into t in the direction of Vb. First problem. A passenger train 250 meter long moving with a velocity of 72 kmph overtakes a goods train moving on the parallel path in the same direction completely in 45 seconds. If length of goods train is 200 meters, determine speed of goods train. In this problem, length of passenger train is 250 meters and speed of passenger train or velocity of passenger train is 72 kmph. Now let Vb be the velocity of goods train. Therefore, velocity of passenger train we have Va is equal to 72 kmph. In terms of meter per second, velocity of passenger train Va becomes 20 meter per second. Now we will find relative velocity of B with respect to A. Therefore, relative velocity of B with respect to A, V of A oblique B is equal to Vr is equal to Va minus Vb. We know that Va is equal to 20 and we have to find out Vb. Now, relative distance moved to overtake the goods train is equal to total distance is equal to 250 plus 200 is equal to 450 meter. Now 45 seconds are required to cover this relative distance. Therefore 20 minus Vb multiplied by 45 is equal to 450. Therefore we get Vb is equal to 10 meter per second. In terms of kmph, Vb is equal to 36 kmph. Therefore answer of this problem, speed of goods train Vb is equal to 36 kmph. Problem number 2. A passenger train is 240 meter long and is moving with a constant velocity of 72 kmph. At a particular time, its engine approaches last compartment of goods train moving on a parallel track in the same direction. 25 seconds later, its engine starts overtaking the engine of goods train. It took 30 seconds more to completely overtake the goods train. Determine the length and speed of goods train. Now, in this problem, given entities are velocity of passenger train VA is equal to 72 kmph. In terms of meter per second, it becomes VA is equal to 20 meter per second. Let velocity of goods train be VB meter per second and its length be x meters. Now, relative velocity is equal to 20 minus VB meter per second. When t is equal to 25 seconds, relative distance moved is x meters. Therefore, we know that relative velocity multiplied by time is equal to relative distance. Therefore, 20 minus Vb multiplied by 25 is equal to x. In next 30 seconds, relative distance moved is equal to length of passenger train is equal to 240 meter. Therefore, we also know that relative velocity multiplied by time is equal to relative distance. Therefore, 20 minus Vb multiplied by 30 is equal to 240. Therefore, we get Vb is equal to 12 meter per second. In terms of kmph, it will become Vb is equal to 43.2 kmph. Substituting the value of Vb in equation 1, we get x is equal to 200 meter. Therefore, answer of this question, length of goods train is equal to 200 meter and speed of goods train is equal to 43.2 kmph. Problem number 3. Two ships move from a port at the same time. Ship A has a velocity of 30 kmph and is moving in 30° north of west, while ship B is moving in southwest direction with a velocity of 40 kmph. Determine the relative velocity of A with respect to B and the distance between them after half an hour. In this problem, given entities are velocity of ship A is equal to 30 kmph and velocity of ship B is equal to 40 kmph. Taking west direction as x-axis and north direction as y-axis, please refer figure 13.8. Horizontal component of A, that is Vax, is equal to 30 sin 30 is equal to 15 kmph. Vertical component of A is equal to 25.98 kmph. Horizontal component of B, that is Vbx, is equal to 28.284 kmph, and vertical component of B, that is Vby, is equal to minus 28.284 kmph. Now Vrx is equal to Vax minus Vby. Therefore, we get Vrx is equal to minus 13.284 kmph and Vry is equal to Ay minus Vby. Therefore, we get Vry is equal to 54.264 kmph. Now, we know that Vr is equal to under root of Vrx square plus Vry square. Therefore, we get Vr is equal to 55.866 kmph and theta is equal to tan inverse of Vry minus Vrx. Therefore, we get theta is equal to 13.76 degree. That is, from B, ship A appears to move with a velocity of 55.866 kmph in 13.76 north of east direction. Therefore, now relative velocity after half an hour is equal to relative velocity multiplied by this time. Therefore, we get relative velocity after half an hour is equal to 27.933 km. Therefore, answer of this question, relative velocity of A with respect to B is equal to 55.866 kmph and the distance between them after half an hour is equal to 27.933 km. In next video, we will study concept of projectile motion and problems on projectile motion. Please note that this video is prepared for academic use only to understand the basic concept of relative velocity and to solve the problems related to relative velocity for UG students only. Thank you. Thanks a lot. For any query, please feel free to contact me on mail or on mobile. Thank you.